Hello everybody, my name's Star Raptor and I recently hit 200 subscribers, so yes, I want to thank everybody for that. But today I'm particularly wanting to talk about all of my fellow YouTubers out there that have supported me. So I want to show my thanks, my appreciation to you guys for helping inspire me by giving you guys some YouTube shout-outs. So first off, I want to start off with Audio Addiction, which is another channel I'm involved with, and we talk all about music. We do everything in rock kind of variety with alternative underground kind of stuff. So everything from Newfound Glory to Pierce the Veil to Underoath to As They Lay Dying. We're talking about all that stuff kind of in that vein. And to help do that, we basically do live show coverage so we can get some video for you guys that can't go to the shows. We also do stuff like album reviews. And my friend Brandon does a lot of interviews. He does interviews through Skype and more recently on location. We also have we have a store up for shirts and whatnot, lots of apparel, so make sure you go ahead and check that out if you're a fan of rock music. And jumping off of Audio Addiction, I want to talk about some of the other people that are involved with Audio Addiction that have some of their own YouTube channels. So I first want to talk about Wingman TV, and he's also known as Wingman 700 on his Twitch channel, so make sure you go check that out. But Wingman TV, so he has got really funny content, guys. You got to check him out. He's got more of this like cringe content where he does some stuff that's just it's meant to be that way, but it just comes off as really funny. He does a story with Mingman videos where he's reading books and whatnot. He also does some vlogs too, which are pretty cool, like going to conventions and whatnot. So definitely check him out. Next person I want to talk about is my friend Nick. Now, he has 3 different YouTube channels. This is the most I know for anybody that has YouTube channels. First off, his main channel, I guess you can call, is called JigXJig, and that is like his major gaming channel. So he does like Uncharted, walkthroughs, Let's Plays, stuff of that nature. So if you like gaming, definitely check out that channel. He also has JigXJig Anime, which is also kind of gaming oriented, but more of the Japanese kind of oriented games. So check that out. And finally, his last channel is probably bad content, and well, the name just kind of tells you right there that it's going to be more of a spoof kind of channel, which it is. And he does these great things called Sag Saxon, which is basically he goes to these different fast food joints or has these different kind of meals where he is giving kind of like this satire on like a food review in a way of like Guy Fieri from the Food Network, and it's really funny because he scores it and he just really gets into the character, and I love it. And he also does some like do-it-yourself kind of stuff, like making your own green screen and stuff like that. So definitely check out my buddy Nick's content. He's really freaking funny. Now the next person I want to talk about is the most recent person I've been talking to on YouTube. He just subscribed not too long ago, and his channel is called Force Within TV. Now, what makes this channel stand out from a part of a lot of the other Star Wars channels I follow is this guy adds more of a spiritual kind of influence to his content. So he has like these motivational Monday videos where he gets a quote from Star Wars and he kind of breaks it down and gives a kind of a different take and goes really in depth with it. But besides that, he also has like videos like Jedi workouts and really cool stuff like that. Really unique, really kind of special. And he really loves Star Wars Rebels, which guys, I love Rebels. And this guy, he breaks down and provides a lot of theories. So definitely check out Force Within TV. Now, the next person I want to talk about, I ran into about a year ago at Atlantic City Boardwalk Con, and this guy's name is the Mr. Dark Phoenix. Now he is he's gaining very, very fast popularity. He's got a few thousand subscribers, and he it should be that way because this guy, he works his ass off. He covers like every major TV show in the fandom and does reviews on them, like everything in the CW and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He does like reviews on all this stuff, and he also does Twitch as well, so you can check that out. He's a big gamer as well. And this guy actually gave me the idea for the business cards, because when I ran into him at that comic convention, he gave me the card, and I was like thinking to myself, because back then I didn't really have many subscribers, I was like, oh, this could be a good way to kind of promote myself out there, and I made the card. So thanks to the Mr. Dark Phoenix for giving me those great ideas. Now, the next person I want to talk about is from the UK. So it's my one buddy from the UK. His name is Stan Wilkes, and this guy, man, let me tell you, he is something else when it comes to having passion for Star Wars, because you can just tell this guy loves Star Wars, and he just basically does just about everything I do on this channel. He does novel reviews, like he did a novel review of Thrawn, which is really good, and he breaks down different things, and you just gotta follow him, because you gotta just see that passion that's coming off of him. It makes me excited just watching his videos. Definitely check him out. So the next person I want to talk about is the AverageWill. Now this guy I used to work with way back when. It hasn't been that long, but he was one of those people that I first started talking to about YouTube. This is before I started my channel, so he was one of the catalysts that got me into creating this channel ultimately. And the content you can expect from AverageWill's channel is he has lots of Let's Plays. That's basically what he does nowadays. He does things like Minecraft and Firewatch. And he's just a very, very happy kind of guy, and you just gotta love just sitting back and relaxing and having him narrate through this stuff. It's just, he really loves games. And let me tell you, he also used to have really cool unboxing Loot Crate videos, which I still wish he would have done, but anyway, you can still check all those Loot Crate unboxing videos out. And again, another very passionate gamer. So the next person I want to talk about is Thomas. He recently changed his YouTube handle to Thomas from OC Trinity, so if you've seen him before, that's probably why. He does a lot of gaming content. He does these videos called the 1 Minute Rundown, and I love it because he really gets through, he goes through an entire catalog of games, like all the sequels in a matter of a few minutes, because he literally just speeds through, and he has a way of articulating in a very short amount of time how he feels about a certain game, and really he does a very, very honest review, which is something I really appreciate. Like, he does not sugarcoat anything. He will tell you how it is, and so just definitely check out Thomas's channel. Another gaming channel I want to talk about is some guys that I know locally, and they're called Dude Force, and they do primarily Let's Plays, and it's a team of multiple people. So you have somebody doing the art, and you usually have two people commentating while they're playing the games, and they cover a wide variety of games, everything from Dead Space, they've done that, to some very, very old retro games, and kind of everything in between. Now, these guys are in the middle of kind of rebranding themselves, but just stay tuned, because from what I heard, they got some big things coming. So for the next channel, I also know her in person. Her name is Yangir Samurai. I really hope I pronounced that right, because she'll probably get on me if I mispronounce that. But she is very art related. Her channel is all about what they call speed paints, and she's done some really cool fan art for me and for a lot of people, and just watching her speed paints is something that is just really relaxing. She always has a great choice of music, and she shows kind of in a fast forward kind of technique of her literally painting in real time of something of great quality. I mean, her art is really good. I could never do anything like that, so I'm not art oriented, so I really appreciate when I see a great artist that works. So definitely check out her channel. So the next channel I want to talk about is the Lowdown Show. So this guy does all the movie reviews. He does a lot of things from like Rogue One to even some more of indie films. He reviews them, and I want to thank him specifically because he is usually one of the first people that comment on my content, either it be links I share on my Facebook page to everything on my YouTube channel. This guy, he always has something to say, and I really appreciate that because I love talking to you guys any way I can. So definitely check out the Lowdown Show. Now, next person I want to talk about is somebody that has been with me since pretty much the beginning. This is Milton Webber, guys, and this guy is great. He is such a freaking huge Star Wars fan, and like literally I remember just like talking to this guy and just hitting it off right away after we kind of discovered each other's channels. And he's also a sports fan, so if you like NFL, stuff like that, he's definitely got you covered on that regards too. But he also does obviously like movie reviews and things of that nature. And you know, it's just he's always great to have a conversation with. We're friends on Facebook, and he's always, you know, active in the Star Wars community through different forums and stuff, like on Jedi Council and the podcast group and all that fun stuff. So definitely go ahead and, you know, give this guy subscribe. He deserves it. He is always just putting out quality content all the time. So the next person I want to talk about is Shawn Chandler Talks About. Yes, he talks about pretty much everything, which is pretty cool why he names his YouTube channel that, because it doesn't pigeonhole him to one subject. So he talks about primarily TV and film. And he has recently hit 1,000 subs. So, you know, grats on that, man. And seriously, like, he has some great content. He does these live videos, which he started doing them because he can use it with his phone with the 1,000 subs or whatever, where he goes to a movie, he gets out of the movie, and he does that initial reaction, which is something that was really cool because, you know, you come out of a movie, what do you want to know? He tells it like it is. And again, he is another one of those reviewers that doesn't hold anything back. He literally speaks his mind, doesn't sugarcoat anything. And, you know, he's involved. He does even some book reviews. He's really versatile. And just the way he kind of speaks about the films, he really breaks it down to having you, the viewer, understand what exactly is good and what exactly is bad. And, you know, he provides an opinion. And he does a lot with, you know, the community. He does a lot of Q&As and things like that. So he's very, very active when it comes to, like, especially my videos. He's one of those frequent commenters. So I want to thank him especially so much for kind of getting involved and, you know, making me having more things to talk about with everything else going on. Now, the next person I want to talk about is the Geeks Attic, and we are kind of recent. I mean, maybe within the last couple of months, we started, you know, watching each other's vids and whatnot, and this guy is pretty much specifically focused on the books, and wow, he is really, really good when he reviews these novels. He's also got a website, which he has recently just kind of ramped up, and he is, you know, it's really cool because he has the videos on YouTube for the reviews, but he's also got them written out on his website, so it's really nice. And you know, he doesn't talk about just Star Wars either. He talks about Warcraft. He does these book hauls. He even does some unboxings of the smuggler bounties and things of that nature. So yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that I can talk to about the novels because we can get really in depth with, you know, the characters and whatnot. So really cool guy. Check out the Geeks Attic. Next person I want to give a shout out to is Panther. This is a guy I've been following for a long time. He's been following me for a long time. And first off, he's great because he literally wears the mask on a camera. He gets into that persona. He doesn't want anybody to know his real identity, which is kind of cool. And he's just this really down-to-earth guy. He doesn't hold anything back. He loves talking about comics. He loves talking about Star Wars, particularly the expanding universe. So if you're an EU fan, a Legends fan, definitely check his stuff out because he does a lot of content with, like, reviewing expanding universe novels, which I really like because, let me tell you, there's, like, what, hundreds of EU books out, and there's no way I'll ever read them, so I just watch his reviews, and he usually gives a really good plot synopsis and what really kind of goes on to give me an idea of, okay, that's happening there. And, you know, because he does come up with a lot of opinionated stuff, but he has a way of, you know, speaking his mind without offending anybody, which is something I really appreciate because it's easy if you go on, you know, different Facebook groups and whatnot. People are, you know, savages and they'll just rip into other people for their own opinions. He has a way of talking which will not offend you, and it gives me an idea because, yeah, I love the new Disney stuff. He doesn't really like it all that much, certain things he likes, and he gives you an explanation of why he does that. So make sure you check out Panther. He is also really funny, guys. Like, I don't think there's ever a video where I just don't crack up because just the kind of humor he has just makes my day every time. And finally, the last shout out, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention my good buddy NerdBits. We've been friends for a couple months now. We first met at New York Comic Con 2016. I believe he was the first YouTuber that I actually met in person, so that's been really cool so far. We've done collaborations on Rogue One and Power Rangers discussions, and, you know, his content is pretty much identical to mine in a way. He also does, like, these really cool news videos. He does a lot of vlogs. He's got a great sense of humor that just, you know, it'll make you crack up. He does video reactions. He does lots of Star Wars content like me. He's a big Aliens fan, so if you like that, check him out. Yeah, he's just an all-around great dude. So that is going to do it for my YouTube shout-outs. I want to thank everybody that I mentioned for being a part of my YouTube channel. I want to thank you guys. You are awesome. You help inspire me. You help me, become greater at doing this whole YouTube thing, which when I first started, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And so I want to tell everybody out there watching, make sure you go support these guys. Go subscribe to them. I've left links to all of their YouTube channels in that description below. Also, I just hit 200 subscribers recently, so I'm going to do a Q&A. So everybody send me in your questions. You can comment in this video down below. You can comment on the actual video where I announced it, the 200 subscriber video. You can send me a tweet. You can leave a comment on my Facebook page. You can, if you're friends with me personally, you can leave a message to me on there. There's a ton of ways you can get to me, starraptor@aol.com. You can even email me there. So yeah, that is going to do it for me, Starraptor. Thank you guys for watching, and bye-bye. So, did you like the video? Then make sure you rate it a thumbs up, and if you did that, go over there, hit that Starraptor head to subscribe to my channel. Doing so will keep you up to speed on all of my latest content. Speaking of which, you can see a couple of my recent uploads down below. I'm also on social media, so what are you waiting for? Let's start nerding out.